It is so perfect. So perfect. I love how the universe just works in, I don't even want to say like mysterious ways, just like beautiful ways. Because I put this hoodie on and then I was getting ready for our live today. And I was like, we get to talk about mamas making money and give you just like my rapid fire tips and help you just make this so much easier, because motherhood is already challenging enough that you making money should not feel so challenging. And when we are practicing traditional ways of making money, I think that's what makes it feel so freaking challenging, because as moms, we're trying to fit into a box that is just not meant for us. It's like a pair of jeans that are just too small, and you're like, no matter what you do, you're like jumping and you're laying on your bed and you're like trying to get those suckers up. First of all, why are we wearing jeans? Second of all, it doesn't feel that great. Like, even when you get those suckers on, because you're a determined person, I know that you're going to not stop. You get them on, you button them, you feel accomplished for a second, and then you're just like, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, and then if like you're being really sneaky, maybe you like unbutton the top button just to be able to breathe a little bit. And then all you can think about, you know that this is you. You know this is you. All you can think about all day is, I cannot effing wait to get these things off and get the most comfortable pair of sweatpants on. Anyone, drop a me in the chat if that is you. I only have like 2 pairs of jeans right now. Like, I'm not even joking. And it's not because I like don't feel like I want to wear jeans. There are pairs of jeans that I really do like, but they don't feel the greatest. Like, I'm a very active person throughout the whole day, and jeans feel really restricting, even like the best pair of jeans. So I'm getting some me's in the chat. So that means that I'm not alone in this. So if jeans wouldn't be your first choice, why are we effing putting them on? Like, why are we putting them on? Why are we putting them on? So this gets to change, because I really want you to feel amazing. And you may feel amazing in baggy sweatpants. You may feel amazing in leggings. You may feel amazing wearing no pants. There's no judgment here, but it's like checking in with yourself of what you actually want to wear. And this absolutely relates directly to you making money, because us trying to keep putting on the jeans, aka making money in a way that doesn't feel good to you, is not the best decision for you. It really isn't. Like, yes, there are moments in time where you're like, okay, I've got to sacrifice and make money this way. Like, maybe you're in a day job that just isn't like filling your soul, but there's still ways to change your pants and make it feel better. And that is my goal on today's live, is no matter your current situation, no matter what is in your bank account right now, no matter how you're making money, whether it's your day job, clients, passive products like education products, network marketing, a mixture of a lot of different things, no matter how you are currently making money, how does it currently feel? Like, how does it feel? Do you feel like you're putting on those pair of jeans that are suffocating and don't feel good? Like, check in with yourself. If you want to drop in the chat below how you're feeling, like, let me know in the chat, because us knowing how you currently feel is one of the most important things. Like, it's so important to see how you're currently feeling, so we can start to get you some relief and feel better and better and better. It's not a destination. We have got to, as moms, get out of the loop. The loop of, well, when my kid goes to daycare, or when my kid starts, kindergarten, or when my kid starts sleeping through the night, or when my kids, are not in this sport, or it's summer break or not summer break. Like, we keep delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying our joy, our fulfillment, our goals, our dreams. And it's just going to keep happening. Like, I call it future procrastination. Because when you procrastinate on anything, it's so easy to keep procrastinating until you get to a very like strict deadline. Like this is why most people, a lot of people do their taxes the night before they're due, because they're like, oh shit, I've been procrastinating them, and now it's like it's a make or break. I have to do them. Like think about when you were in school and it's the night before, the paper is due and you're like, oh shoot, I've got to do it, right? So it's like, until we get to that moment where there is this extreme deadline that's almost like forcing us, is we're just going to keep delaying. So delaying is not the strategy. Say it with me in the chat. Delaying is not the strategy. I want to be able to bring on an amazing guest to help me with this conversation because it's that important. And I saw that she came on, so I want to get her coming in here. But dropping me in the chat if you're like, I know I've got some room to grow on this conversation, and I'm ready to do so, because motherhood, we're never ready, but in your heart and your soul, you're like, I deserve more. And that's when I think you're ready. Like when you can say, I don't love how I currently feel in these money jeans, I want to feel different, then you're ready. Then you're ready. I promise. I promise we can make use with the time that you have, the money that you have, the resources that you have, the knowledge that you have. You have everything that you need right now to progress and feel better about your money. You really, really do. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. If you've got debt, it didn't get there overnight. If you've got money blocks, they didn't get there overnight, right? If you have challenges with saving money, that habit did not form overnight. So no matter what you're feeling about your money, what you want to improve about your money, it didn't happen overnight, so it's not going to change overnight. But we can make progress overnight, and that is key. And when you can say, I deserve more, say it with me in the chat, I deserve more, then I believe you're ready. I really, really do. You are ready to make some changes. And us doing small, bite-sized changes is one of the best things that you can do for your growth, for your wealthiest self, for your nervous system. When we try to go cold turkey and like guns blazing and all in, it works for a short period of time. And then the minute life happens, right, whether that be you get sick, your kids get sick, there's a bill that's unexpected, or whatever it may be, it makes it so challenging to get back in that all-in energy. And if you have ADHD like me, we want to be that all-in. It's like it's the all or nothing. And so it is like, I feel you. It is one of the hardest things ever to really like be, okay, Nellie, I know that I can make small steps, but then you want to be all in. But I saw a quote, and I think it'll serve you. I saw a quote that said, you may have 35% to give today. So when you give that 35%, you actually gave 100%. When you think about it that way, like check in with yourself, with your energy, because if you have 100% to give today and you give 100%, then you were at 100%. Tomorrow, maybe 25%. The next day, maybe 50%. So our energy, especially as women, is going to go up and down, and that is still being all in. So it's like a shift of energy of like you're all in is going to look different every single day. If the kids are home because they're sick or you're sick, or it's just a day where there's no school, then the all in will look different than the next day and the next day and the next day. So us really checking in at the beginning of the day, how is your energy? What's on your schedule for today? What's one small step? That's what I ask my students. What's one small step that you can do to build your wealth strategy today? And then let's do the next step and the next step. One of my favorite hacks is the 5-minute rule. So the 5-minute rule can work with anything. So you can apply this to every facet of your life, including your money. So when you don't want to work out, the goal is let's just do 5 minutes. If you do more, fantastic, right? So how we're going to apply this to your money is start saving now. Get in the habit of saving now. Maybe it starts with $5. You may feel like that's so insignificant, but the goal is not the amount, the goal is the habit. Everything is built on habits. And when we can really master a habit, you can do anything. Your confidence will explode. Your energy will explode. And most importantly, your trust and belief in yourself will explode. So us doing a smaller amount is actually better than you being like, Nellie, I'm going to do $1,000. And it's like, okay, is that sustainable though? Because the minute that it's not sustainable, we're going to derail and go the opposite direction. And then that doesn't feel good because it does the opposite. It takes away your trust. It takes away your confidence. It takes away your belief. And then we're back at ground zero. And then you're just like, why even try? So us making a small shift with what you currently have is key. We have an upcoming money challenge called the 5K in 5 days at the end of this month. I could not be more excited. So if this is a topic that you're like, I really want to spend more time on, drop a number 5 below and I'll make sure you get in. It's totally free. It's 5 days long. It's live. It's in a group. I want there to be lots of energy and excitement. And we're going to work on this because I can only give you like so many tips in like a quick video to keep your attention, but we're going to work on it together for a whole week long and make it so fun and energizing for you, no matter where you're at, no matter. You could not even have a business. It's like all women, all moms are welcome. Because when we can do this together, we rise together and everyone can fuel their energy as we're doing things together. So I really want you to focus on the habit of saving. So today, what you're going to do is you're going to save $5 and you're going to move that money over. It can even be you go withdraw $5 and you put it in an envelope. But we just want to anchor this in because you already said that you're ready. And then you said, okay, now it's time for a small step. That's a small step because it's evidence that it's in an account. It's evidence that you're holding the cash, right? And that is key. Now, my really big sneaky trick is then let's automate it because life will happen. And then what we don't want to have happen is we made that exciting move where we're like, okay, I'm going to put the $5 in a savings account or I'm going to pull the $5 and put it in an envelope. And then what happens is life happens. And then you're like, oh yeah, I meant to keep doing that, but I forgot, right? And it's not you forgot, it's you got busy. You're a mom. There's so much on your plate day to day. And so us automating your wealth strategy is imperative. Most of my wealth strategy day to day and week to week is automated. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't check in, I don't adjust things. I absolutely do. Think of this as like autopilot. When a pilot is taking off, they're in control. Once they get into the air, they do have an autopilot mode. Now, do they walk away? No, they're still there, like checking in, right? Making sure everything is good, but they're not working so hard. And so that is my goal with moms, because you're already working so hard in other facets of your life that we want to get that takeoff, get into the air, automate it, aka autopilot. You're still there, you're still doing your part, but you're not working so hard. And then when it's time to come back down, whether that be a break or we need to readjust, or we need to get some people off of your plate, and then you need to go to the next destination. We've all been there. Then you're able to do the landing very safely, and then you know what to do. A pilot is able to do what they do because they've done it enough times. Someone isn't born and go, you know what? I'm already an amazing pilot. They have to, one, decide that they want to be a pilot, go to pilot school, aka passive income school, hint, hint, wink, wink, shameless plug. They go to pilot school, they learn, but then learning is just the beginning. I think we've gotten in a society where we expect to learn and then start to earn millions. And then we're mad and then we cancel, we leave passive income school, and then we're like, well, it's just not in the cards for me. But when we compare this to becoming a pilot, Learning is just beginning. They don't get their pilot's license until they do a certain amount of hours. And then they have to be a part of a team, and they're still not the main pilot, right? Like, they've got to earn their seat by putting in the hours, right? The flights over and over and over again, okay? So that's really, really what I want you to focus on is you've got to decide you want to be a pilot, go to pilot school, start putting in the hours, which is the flights, and then that's how we're able to continue to grow this and get you to that status of, oh my gosh, you're the best pilot. You are the best pilot, and you're taking your that you desire. You are so capable of this. If a pilot can, why not think that you can do this? Like, we've got to work through those blocks, because if you don't believe that you can make money in small pockets of time, then we've got a mindset challenge, and we've got to work through that, mama. Now, if you're like, okay, Nellie, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I want to do this. I know I'm capable of doing this. I'm willing to go to pilot school. I'm willing to put in the flights. I'm willing to stay committed because I want to become a pilot. I want to become a pilot for my family and our wealthiest future. It is never too late. It is never too late until the very end. Now, if someone desired to be a pilot, like maybe they grew up wanting that, or as they got older, they desired that, and they never went to pilot school, they will always wonder what if could have happened. When we live in the what ifs, that to me is the biggest tragedy, because we'll never have the experience of what could have happened. Do not be afraid of the potential failures or the potential mistakes or anything quote unquote bad that could happen, because you not wondering what if is the biggest reward ever. And like, us trusting the process is imperative, because every single pilot that is determined to become a pilot becomes a pilot. So when we look at it from that lens and we're willing to put in the time, you're going to become a pilot. Now, everyone's journey may look different. Some people may go full speed ahead and become a pilot really, really fast. And then some may have to go a little bit slower based on life circumstances or challenges, or maybe they have to pause on school and come back. But they're like, I'm going to finish. I'm going to become a pilot. There is no other option but to become a pilot, because it's that important to me. So how important is it to you to become a pilot for your family and really fly to the destination that you really, really desire? Because this is critical. It is not up to your significant other to take you there. Now, you can have a co-pilot, but it's not all on one person's shoulders. Now, if you're a single mama, it probably does feel like it's all on your shoulders. But how exciting when you're in control, right? Like, you've birthed the babies, you've raised babies, like, you're so capable of this. So whether you've got a co-pilot or not, us having you in the pilot chair is the best thing for your future. It's very easy to say, oh, my company, my boss has got me, right? And then we collect that paycheck. Oh, my significant other's got us from a financial aspect, right? We have so many small pockets of time that we forget, right? We're in the autopilot of life, and we forget that, like, oh my gosh, here's a little small pocket of time. Here's a little small pocket of time. So in this 5K in 5 days challenge, it is designed. I'm so excited. It is designed for busy moms. And I'm going to teach you how to make money in small pockets of time, because realistically, you don't have 8 hours a day. Like, you're either working for somebody else 8 hours a day, you're taking care of babies, right? You've got clients. So to say to add more to your plate is not realistic. But I'm going to show you in the small pockets of time that you already are having, whether you're driving, you're cleaning, you're working out, you're doing bath time, snack time, nap time, like whatever your life currently looks like, I promise you, I can help you find the small pockets of time to start making more money, automate it, and really get this wealth engine cranking so much faster for you. And it takes a little bit of focus, it takes a little bit of commitment. And once we've got that momentum, you literally create this inertia that you're like, I'm unstoppable. So it's like we need, like, give me 5 days. Like, give me 5 days to show you what this can look like. You put in some effort, you put in the time, we start to see results, you start to get excited. You are literally unstoppable at that point. Even when there's hiccups, even when there's challenges, you're like, if it's to be, it's up to me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So it seems like I'm having technical Instagram challenges with getting somebody to come on here. I'm going to try one more time to see if we can get her invited. If not, we'll reschedule you, Laura. I don't know what's going on. I've invited her a couple times and I'm just talking over here. So let's see if I can get her on. If not, we'll get you rescheduled. No worries. You know how technology can be at times. So let's see if we got her on. I've had no challenges with getting people on here. Okay, let's see here. There we go. So, so as we see if technology is going to cooperate with us, like I said, comment the number 5 below if you want in that free challenge, 5 days. The goal is 5K. Now, you may be like, there's no way, Nellie, I can make 5K in 5 days. That's not the goal. The goal is to show you how to do it and start to incorporate that into your plan. And then the goal is that we keep doing the 5-day challenge over and over and over. And here's the beautiful part, just like pilot school, just like becoming a pilot, the more you keep showing up and you do that 5K challenge, you're going to eventually hit 5K. You cannot tell me that $5,000 a month would not bless. Like, any mom would be like, yes, please. It would give me more relief. It would give me more in my savings. It would be able to help pay off debt, right? You can do this if you want to do this. And us trying to do it alone is not working. It's not working. It's not working. Us saying that we don't want it is not working. So you've got to change it up. Like, one of my favorite mentors said, you know, when you fail over and over and over again. So if you think about your journey with money, you may have the energy of like, well, I've failed so many times. I've tried to make money online. I've tried to manage a budget. I've tried, and I failed and failed and failed. And you may just feel right now like you're at this point of defeat. And one of my mentors said this: take the time to assess, why are we continuing to fail? It literally gave me goosebumps when she said it. When we take the time to understand, especially when it's a pattern that keeps repeating, it's not just this magical, like, why does this keep repeating? It's just, you know, it's just how it is, right? No, there is something underneath a reason why you continue to fail at budgeting. You continue to, and like, I'm saying fail with a lot of love because I don't even believe that there's failure, but it's evidence, right? It's trying to say, hello, we need help. We need to do things differently. So one of the best things that you can do before coming into the 5K to 5 days challenge is to get really honest with yourself. Why do we keep failing when it comes to saving, investing, making money? Because it all matters. Every facet of money, whether it's spending, investing, saving, making more, giving, it's all connected because it all is you. You're the pilot, right? So we've got to look at things differently of like, why do we keep making this same pattern? Why do we keep repeating this same pattern? And when we can get underneath the surface and get really honest and be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the Kardashians, right? I am not enrolling accountability. I am not prioritizing this in my schedule. Like, no one needs to know these things but you. But us just pretending that it's not there, pretending that it's going to get better, and we're not changing our behavior isn't going to change it. It may change it for a hot second, but it's not going to create lasting change. Okay? So I am so excited for you. I want you to go move $5. And I want you to look at your past experiences with money and get really, really honest with yourself. These are two big pivotal things that you can do. I didn't want to give you fluffiness I wanted to go deep with you today because when we get deep with ourselves and get really, really honest, this is how we can create lasting change. Shame. There is no shame at the Wealthy Mama movement. Wherever you're at is wherever you're at. And one of my favorite affirmations is I've made the mess and I will clean it up. Just like my house. When the house gets messy, what do? We put on our tennis shoes, we put on some music, we wipe the counters down, we vacuum. As moms, it's like, not that I want this to be built into us, but we just do it. We just do it. And your money is just the same way. So one of my favorite things, because I'm still cleaning up some of my past messes, and messes isn't like to mean bad. It's just I did the best that I could with the resources and knowledge that I had then, but now I have different knowledge and resources. Just like you being on this live, now you're getting different knowledge and resources and community and accountability. So now we can do better. So let's do better. So anytime I get in my head or feel judgy about myself, I go, it's my mess and I'm cleaning it up. So say it with me. It's my mess and I'm cleaning it up. It's my mess and I'm cleaning it up. And before you know it, it will be clean. And don't you love a clean house? There's not one mom that does not love a clean house. Even this morning, within 30 minutes, I wiped down the counters, I vacuumed, I sorted things, I got things ready and prepped, and I feel significantly better because I cleaned up the mess. And your money is the exact same way. So unfortunately, we weren't able to, technology was not being nice to us. Laura, I will make sure that we get you rescheduled because I know that you're going to be an amazing guest for our audience. It's just what the universe decided for some odd reason. So I apologize about that, Laura, but for some reason, it's not letting us have you on as a guest today. It's so strange. I invited you like 5 times, but no worries at all. We'll get you rescheduled so everyone can learn from you, and I cannot wait. So go do those 2 things today and make sure that you get into our 5K challenge. All you have to do is comment 5, the number 5. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can send me a DM, and I'll make sure that you're on the wait list. It's coming up really, really fast. Okay, make it a great day.